for today's video, I'm going to be talking to you how to build drop-down farms. This will work for all crops except sugarcane because that one's a little bit more complicated. And I will get onto a separate video for that. This video will have timestamps in it so that you can skip to the relevant crops that you're after. But before we jump into this video, please drop a like right now, which is the big thumbs up button. And please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And let me know in the comment section if this video helped you. Now let's jump into it. Okay, so just as a quick example, this is the scale of what farms players build. They go max width, max height to max depth in size. This is a really big farm. Shout out to Hazy. They are one of the top islands competing this season, who let me just use this video clip of their farm. But essentially what a drop down farm is, before I go in and exactly build one, is you would stand on the slabs and you would kind of whack all these carrots as you go. You then drop down and then you keep going all the way to that side. You would then drop down and then come back along here to drop down again. And that is essentially a drop down farm. It makes it the easiest way. A couple of things that you're going to need before we get into the building is Herbalism 1000. I have a separate video on how to do that, but you will need to be Herbalism 1000 to make the most efficient use out of your farm. In terms of tools that you're going to need, obviously you're going to need dirt and you're going to need any type of slab. So the farm in the background uses cobble. For my video, I'm going to actually use cherry slabs just because that's what I had available. And then you're going to need the crop that you're wanting to build the farm, i.e. carrots, potatoes, any melon seeds, netherwort. If you're building a netherwort farm, you will need soul sand and not dirt, just as a disclaimer. And then a couple of optional things includes a super seed bag, which makes your life 10 times easier when you're building a farm of this size. These can be obtained through the wheat mastery, or if you're a bit lazy like me, players normally sell them in auction house, or if you ask in public chat, I'm sure someone will sell you one. I paid about 3 mil for my seed bag for context. Alternatively, obviously you're going to want a hoe to till your land, and then I've also just got an axe/pickaxe in case you mess up when you're building your slabs out of this. The final couple of upgrades that you're going to want to do is actually on your island. The first one being crop growth. You're going to want to increase this to the max where possible, and then you're also going to want to increase your better farming. Better farming gives you waterless crops as well as lightless crops, so that you don't need water in between the carrots. You also don't need any light for them to grow. Okay, so for wheat, potato and carrots, you are going to want to start off with using dirt and slabs. For netherwort, it's the exact same layout, except you need to use soul sand instead of dirt. So that is in /shop under the farming category. You're going to want to use the soul sand for netherwort rather than dirt. In my opinion, netherwort is the best, but the most expensive to build. The second best farm is for carrots because of the enchants that you can get from elements. So how to build this? Well, first of all, you need to decide if you want to build a single-sided farm or a double-sided farm. A single-sided farm means that you are essentially just going to build it where you just farm it, drop down, keep dropping down, and that is it. A double-sided farm is where you can farm one side of it, and then when you're eventually done, you can come on over to the other side, and then you can begin to farm again. Now, you could just have this fully as potatoes or carrots, or you could do one half as potatoes, one half as carrots, is what people do. Now, for a single-sided farm, you're going to want to go 5 dirt blocks wide, okay? 5 dirt blocks wide. If you're doing a double farm, it is 9 dirt blocks in width. Once you place your dirt blocks down, you're simply going to go ahead and then harvest and till all of this land, and then place your crops down. If you have a seed bag, which is something that I do recommend, I got mine off auction house. In the seed bag, you can toggle which crop you're looking to plant. So for example, I can toggle on for carrots. You can deposit your crops. So I want to deposit these 9 carrots. I just drop them in. And then you can see I've now got 73 carrots in here. When you then hit the dirt, it automatically plants them. It also automatically tills the land, so you don't have to till the land, which is a huge bit of saving on time. If you have access to fast place, also known as FP, you can actually fast place crops. To do that, you just need to hit the side box and then it will automatically plant the crops for you. Once you've done that, you then just essentially need to place your slabs. I recommend the slabs, as you can see here, so you've got one block, kind of place a second block underneath it and then place your slab on the bottom of that block, and then you can just get rid of that block altogether. And then again, either fast place all the way across or one by one place if you don't have access to fast place. And you kind of want it so that when you're stood on the slab, you're at this height for the crops. So you can start to go along and whack them. You're then going to start at the top of your farm. So imagine this is the very top layer. You can set a home. So set home farm start. This is where you can then go. And then you essentially want to get all the way across to the end of your farm and then break that slab so that you fall down to the second layer. And then you're going to go all the way across again. And then when you get to the end, you're going to break that slab so you drop down to the next layer, and so on and so forth on each side. So essentially you kind of want it where it always has one slab, no slab, then it'll have a slab, and then it wouldn't have a slab down at the bottom. For the melon and pumpkin farm, it is a little bit of a different design. It kind of looks something like this, and this is the most efficient way to have a farm. You can obtain up to 3 at once. So the way that this works is you kind of would stand on the crop. I recommend getting that enchant where you can't trample on your crops. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but there is an enchant for it. But you can then line it and then you kind of hit as you go across. So like that, and then keep going and you get the most. So you can kind of go across like so. For this one, it's the same thing. So you're going to have set home start on melons. This would be the very top layer. And then as I go across and I'm hitting them, where you want to then drop down, you can either break this one here so that you drop down, or like mine here is I have an edge and then I can drop back in and then keep going. So in order to build this level of a farm, you need 4 dirt blocks wide, and then kind of place a dirt block on top of this and then break it so that it's 2 dirt blocks here. So 2 dirt blocks followed by 4 dirt blocks. You're going to till the outside of this row here, and then you're going to place down your crop, so whether it's melon seeds or pumpkin seeds. Place them one by one, or this one you will need to either till it and place them one by one, or till it and place them with fast place. Fast place is a little bit different because the block is very small. So for example, if I just place a seed, if I hover, you'll see the hit box is here. It's a smaller hit box. This is the box that you will hit in order to fast place more of those. Then that is pretty much it. This one in here, so you're going to till the outside as well as the inside, so that you've got the 2 melons growing on the inside or the 2 pumpkins growing on the inside. And then, as I said, I normally keep this ledge on the outside just to find it easier to drop in and out. Completely your choice. Then this can be as wide as you want and as tall as you want as well. So I hope you guys found this video useful. Please let me know in the comment section if you did. Don't forget to drop a like on this video as well as subscribe if you're not already. And if you've built a farm, let me know in game so I can come along and have a look at it. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good day, and I will see you again very soon. But goodbye for now.